Hey guys. So today we're talking all about worthiness. We're talking all about enoughness. We're talking all about feeling as though we deserve to have an amazing business, an amazing life, everything you desire. You see, I find that with the clients that I work with, worthiness tends to be one of the biggest issues that comes up for almost everyone. Almost every single person encounters and confronts worthiness issues when it comes to their business at one point or another. You see, I think starting a business and running a business as an entrepreneur is one of the biggest personal growth blabs there is. Everything inside of us that needs to be confronted, everything inside of us that needs to be brought to the light is going to come up for healing. The funny thing about growth is that growth doesn't happen in isolation. Growth doesn't happen just by thinking about it, by sitting back and thinking, what kind of things am I going to encounter as I begin my business? No. Or as I grow my business? No. Or as I grow my income? No. What happens is that as we are starting our business, as we are growing our business, as we are growing our income, these things come up for recognition. These things come up for us to pay attention to. These things come up for us to release. And as I've been talking about so far, so often they come down to this root network of worthiness, of enoughness, of feeling as though we deserve to have all of these beautiful, divine, lovely, amazing things. As feeling as though it gets to be easy, it gets to be fun, it gets to be pleasurable, and it doesn't have to be a big old pain in the ass, a big old heavy burden, a big old thing that's going to overwhelm us or stress us out. You see, the core of the issue when it comes to worthiness and having what we really desire in our life is that if we do not feel worthy of it, whether that's a new offer, whether that is the kind of clients we want to work with, whether that's making a shit ton of money, whether that is having a big platform and a big impact on the world, whether that's being a best-selling author, whatever it is, if you don't feel worthy of it, you're not going to get it because it's not going to feel safe. Let's go back to the nervous system, my peeps. Let's go back to the nervous system, my peeps. The nervous system, if it senses that something is stressing you the hell out, if it senses that something is like bringing up tension in your physical body, it's going to give your subconscious brain the feedback that this thing isn't safe, and it's going to hold you back. And then your subconscious mind is going to hold you back from it. And so if the relationship you want, if the business you want, if the income you want, if the platform you want, if the new podcast, if whatever it is that you want brings up this feeling of it's not safe to have it because I don't feel worthy of it, your subconscious mind is going to hold you back from having it and you won't end up having it. Period. This is the way that this shit works. You won't actually allow it in. You won't actually allow yourself to receive it. So our abundance, our innate sense of abundance, which is who and what you truly are, is tied to your sense of worthiness for being that abundant, for being the source of your abundance. Do I feel as though I am worthy of being the source of all overflow and every divine, beautiful thing in the world? Or do I feel like, kind of a failure when things don't work out? Or do I feel like kind of like a fuck up when things don't work out? Or do I feel like I've done something wrong? Or do I feel like I need permission? Or do I feel like I'm always in trouble? All of those things can go back to this core sense of worthiness, to this feeling that I have to earn abundance instead of I am abundance. I have to earn worthiness instead of at my core, I am worthy. I am enough. I am deserving. When you can embody that feeling, that's when that ooey gooey good belief and self-trust and confidence come oozing out of every little orifice within you. And it helps you engage like a magnet with the world around you and attract all of those opportunities to you and take those aligned actions and feel really lit up from the inside, which is absolutely probably the best marketing hack there is, right? So no matter how much abundance is available to you in the world, awaiting outside your door, unless you feel worthy of it, you're never going to let it in. And so this is why worthiness is so important. When you don't feel worthy, when you don't feel worthy of abundance, of being abundance, of all of this stuff, what happens is you always feel as though what you want exists over there. It exists in the future. It exists once I get a better funnel, once I learn how to do sales. It exists once I get more education. It exists once my kids go to school. Whatever it is, it's always in the future. It's always over there. It's like that meme that says, free beer tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes because it's always today. We need to claim it now. We need to claim that worthiness and enoughness now. Until you feel like enough, you're going to delay having it until you've earned the worthiness that you feel you have to have in order to have it. But that worthiness only ever exists in the here and now. It never exists in the future because the future actually doesn't exist yet. Only here and now. Presence exists, right? You also, if you don't have that worthiness, what happens is you're not going to feel empowered as a leader. You're not going to feel empowered as a leader in your business or in your life. You're not going to feel confident in your decisions. You're not going to have quick, intuitive, channeled decision making. You're not going to feel as though you can trust yourself. You're not going to feel as though you are the expert. You're going to end up outsourcing your power to other people, to other coaches, to somebody else knows more, to they must know better than me, or they must be better than me. You're going to feel bogged down by things like belief in competition, that just because somebody else is doing it, that means I can't do it. You're going to bring up fears of success. I'm afraid to be successful because what if somebody takes me down a peg? You're going to be plagued by fear of failure. Well, if I fail, that's only going to prove that I wasn't worthy of success to begin with. And you're going to be sunk by things like imposter syndrome. Maybe I don't know enough to be worthy of this success. Maybe I don't know enough to be worthy of these clients. Maybe I don't know enough to have a big platform, which then ends up resulting in things like wanting to hide or not being visible or not putting out offers or feeling like you're bothering people or not realizing that sales is service. The next thing that can happen is you end up chasing approval. You end up chasing acknowledgement. You end up chasing other people giving you that worthiness, feeling as though that's something that is given to you instead of claiming it for yourself. You have to claim your own enoughness and your worthiness. You have to say, this exists within me. I am the diamond that always existed, and it's just about washing away everything that isn't me. One of my favorite analogies, you've probably heard me talk about it before, is you are the diamond. When the diamond is unearthed from that cave or mine or whatever the hell, it's covered in crap, it's covered in dirt, it's covered in muck. But it doesn't mean it's not valuable. It doesn't mean it's not inherently worthy. It's not worthy. It's not inherently vibrant. Just like you. You are inherently, at your core, 100% worthy, enough, deserving of every divine thing in the world, in the universe, everything. It's all available to you. You are the source of your abundance. And only when you claim all of that and wash away the dirt around that diamond, which is all of the conditioned beliefs, which is all of the limiting beliefs and the stuck emotions in your body and the old traumas and the old chronic stressors, which have dysregulated your nervous system, all of these things, only when you wash away that stuff that isn't you, because that stuff is not you, can you reclaim what it is that is you, which is your authentic truth, which is your inherent value, which is your inherent deservingness, which is your inherent worthiness. You are 100% worthy of everything that you desire. And if I can help you believe anything, at the end of the day, that's what it is. Because when you shift that narrative, when you step into your true worthiness, that's when the whole stage changes. Because you're no longer on stage to make other people applaud for you. You're on the stage because it's fucking fun. And it's what you want to do. And that's when the whole game changes, my friends. That's when it becomes pleasure and play and joy and delight, which is why I talk so much about that. All right. Your worthiness is not attached to the perceptions of other people, the approval of other people, the accolades you've gotten from other people. You may have believed that because of things that have happened to you as a kid, like getting straight A's got you praise from your parents, but getting straight C's got you yells from your parents. But guess what? Nobody's grading you anymore. You're the only one grading you. And that's why you got to reclaim it from the inside and be who you are now, which is inherently worthy of everything. All right, guys, I will see you again soon. Until then, have a great one.